For our final installment of the Greco-Persian Wars, we'll be looking at the Battle of Plataea. Before getting into the fighting, the battle, and the nitty-gritty details, let's get some background information. At this time, the Persian Empire had been dominating the political scene for hundreds of years. Their empire extended from Egypt across Western Asia and into northern India. However, the relationship between Greece and the Persian Empire is very significant during the classical period. It all began with the Ionian Revolt. Remember Aristagoras, the Greek governor of a town in Ionia who had attempted to lead a revolt against the Persians? Well, they found support in Athens, but they were no match for the strong and great Persian army. Though victorious, the Persians felt betrayed by the Athenians, and Darius, the Persian king, swore vengeance on Athens. Following the Ionian Revolt, Darius demanded submission from the Greek states. However, the Athenians were quick to rebel, killing the Persian ambassadors in Sparta and Athens. This victory became a symbol of Greek and Athenian liberation for years to come. Next came the Battle of Thermopylae. Leonidas and a group of Spartans were very low in numbers. However, they were able to hold off Xerxes, king of the Persians, to allow for the other Greeks to retreat and prepare against the invasion. This led to the final battle before Plataea, the Battle of Salamis. The choice and location of this battle was key to the Greek victory at Salamis. Through careful manipulation of information, the Athenian commander Themistocles maneuvered the sea battle in the narrow channel between the island of Salamis and the west coast of Attica. This passage was far too narrow for the Persian ships, and the Persians eventually retreated. Xerxes, king of the Persians, left Mardonius, a Persian general, in hopes of negotiating a treaty. However, Mardonius was unsuccessful, and the Greeks celebrated their victory. Now that you have some context of the situation, let's look at the significant figures involved in this conflict. In the corner of the Greeks, we have the great Spartan leader Pausanias. He was the nephew of King Leonidas, who previously fought in the Battle of Thermopylae. In the other corner, we have the powerful Persian leader Mardonius. He was one of the first to encourage King Xerxes to invade Greece. Now that we have the two opponents, let's get to the epic battle. Previously, the Persians had been successful at the Battle of Thermopylae, and had also conquered Thessaly, Boeotia, Euboea, and Attica. However, they had suffered a great loss at Salamis. The Greeks, running low on provisions and water, decided to head to higher ground, closer to Plataea, where it was more suitable for encampment and better supplied with water. They camped near the Gargaphia spring, where they could get a steady supply of water. The Persians, under Mardonius, learned of this move, and they moved closer to the river Asopus. Mardonius, being a powerful Persian leader, was very eager to begin battle. Yet, the numerous victims of the Persians and the Greeks did not allow for them to begin battle right away. And for 8 days, nothing was done. On the 8th day, Mardonius sent cavalry to thwart a group bringing supplies to the Greeks, hoping to stir some anger within the Greeks. But still, for 2 more days, neither army began to fight. For 10 days, Mardonius continued to harass and annoy the Greeks, and only on the 11th day did he become so impatient he sent horsemen to attack the Greeks' only water supply. The provisions had been cut off, and their water source choked. What were the Greeks to do now? At dusk, Pausanias decided to move to the island near the Oiro River. What happens next is the ultimate turning point of the battle. A group of Persians had come up to the campsite and discovered it empty. Thinking they were in retreat, Mardonius ordered his forces to attack the Greeks, hoping to catch them off guard. However, they were unpleasantly surprised when the Greeks turned and gave battle, routing the lightly armed Persian infantry and killing Mardonius. The Greeks were victorious! It is believed that in combination with the victorious battle at Mycale, the Battle of Plataea ended the invasion of Greece by the Persians. The serpent column at Delphi commemorates this victory at Plataea. But why is this important? Well, in addition to many of the other battles fought during the Greco-Persian Wars, the Battle of Plataea was significant in establishing the identity of the city. War and conflict can affect and change the identity of a city, affecting the integrity of the polis, and forcing the community, for the sake of survival, to redefine itself. Previously, Plataea was the center of transactions with the Spartans. The constant selling and purchasing of the city may have left the inhabitants confused or lost, with no sense of belonging. After the Battle of Plataea, the Plataeans gained a sense of purpose and belonging. They felt they had claim over their land. During the battle, Pausanias gave the city back to the Plataeans and vowed to keep them independent. Additionally, their land became a burial ground for many Greeks who had died during the battle. The Plataeans considered themselves as caretakers of the Spartan ancestors, and this sense of responsibility strengthened their sense of identity and attachment to their own land. Although the sacrifice was great, the Greeks worked hard for their freedom and ultimately brought themselves together as a community. A more unified sense of Greek identity was being forged. But would these alliances last? Tune in to future installments to find out. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and if you'd like to know more, feel free to check out the sources at the end of this presentation. Until next time.